Hello and welcome back to my channel. My name is Ty and love is in the air, a Valentine's Day makeup tutorial, and this will be featuring RPGSHOW Wig install. The look that I'm creating is a rose gold cut crease and juicy red lips. If you want to try this, please start here. I'm going to prep my lips with Vaseline Lip Therapy Rosy Lips. And I'll brush out my brows. I'm going to start out by using the Fenty Beauty Mattifying Primer on the top of my forehead. My foundation of choice is Juvia's Place I Am Magic Foundation in the shade Kampala. For my eyebrows, I'm going to be using MAC Cosmetics Eye Kohl in the shade Smolder. I haven't done my eyebrows in this dark shade in a long time, but for this look, this is the color that I'm going for. Now that I have the eyebrow shape, I'm just going to use thin strokes to create a hair-like illusion. I'm now going to fill the eyebrows in and make them nice and dark. I'm using the spoolie now to make the eyebrows look nice and fluffy so that they don't look like they're just drawn on. I'm going to be using LA Girl Pro Conceal in the shade Tawny to clean up under my brows. It's also used as a highlighter as well as my eyeshadow primer. I'm going to be cleaning the bottom of the brows as I mentioned, and then I'm going to be using a blender sponge to blend it out, and I mainly just want it at the top of the eye right now. It will be going on the bottom, but not just yet. And I'm going to be using my foundation to clean up the corners of the brows and very lightly the middle of the brows and the center of the brows. I'm going to be using my Fenty Beauty setting powder in the shade Hazelnut to set my eyelids. And I'm using my Fenty Beauty Sunstalker bronzer in the shade Mocha Mommy to carve out the eye shape that I want for this look. I'm going to be creating a rose gold cut crease, but before I do that, I need to get the shape right, and I'm also going to put a small tail on the end of my cut crease. I'm now going to be using my MAC Cosmetics single eyeshadow in the shade Nehru to deepen the crease. And now I'm going to bring back LA Girl Pro Conceal in the shade Tawny to make my cut crease. I love doing my cut creases with these. They are so precise. The liquid is right there that you can keep squeezing out as you need it. And it's very fluid. I'm now going to extend a wing out on the side of my cut crease. I'm going to use my sponge to make sure that that is all blended out well. And I'm going to use tape at either side of my eye so that I can get a nice crisp line. And now I'm just going to finish up the cut crease and the wing on the other eye. And again, I'm going to blend that out so that everything can be nice and smooth. And I'm just going to be defining the wing on both sides. And the eyeshadow that I'm going to be using is MAC Cosmetics Objects of Affection. This was a Christmas gift set, and I have actually never used these shadows before, but I'm going to use them today. I'm going to use Smoke and Mirrors Rose Gold Liquid Eyeliner on the top of my lid first. And I'm going to pat that in with my finger. And now I'm going to go in with MAC Cosmetics Rosy Loose Pigment, and I'm going to put that right in the center portion of my eyes. And I'm going to use this light rose gold color to put it in the center corner of both of my eyes. And I'm also going to use that on the outer corners of both of my eyes. I'm also going to put it on the winged out areas. I'm going to use Wet n Wild eyeshadow in the shade Brulee for my brow bones. Next, I'm going to use Duo eyelash adhesive in the center of my lids. And that will be used to hold the glitter that I'm going to put on the top of the center only of my lids. I'm going to try to clean up all of that glitter fallout. And now to remove the tape, I'm going to take my Fenty mattifying primer and put that all over the bottom of my face. And I'm going to use my MAC paint pot in the shade Painterly on my smile lines. I'm also going to use it for darkness underneath my eyes. And I'm just going to blend it out to give me a nice clean canvas. And I'm going to use MAC Cosmetics eyeshadow in the shade Nehru to go through the crease of my eye again, just to give it a little bit more intensity. Time for my foundation, but before I do, I'm going to use my e.l.f. Poreless Putty Primer for my nose. And now I'm going to put my foundation all over the bottom of my face, trying not to move that product that I have on there already, but just lightly tapping on top of it. And I'm going to avoid my under eyes because I'm going to be putting my concealer there, and I don't want too much product buildup. Now I'm going to take my Juvia's Place concealer in J11 and go up under my eyes. Again, I'm going to lightly tap so that I'm not moving that product underneath around. I'm going to put some concealer on my mustache area while I let the concealer under the eyes dry down a bit. And I'm going to blend that in. It's important to make sure all of this is blended out so that your makeup is not patchy. And then I'll drag the foundation down my neck. I'm going to be using the e.l.f. Cosmetics 16-Hour Camo Concealer in the shade Rich Ebony for my contour. I'm going to be contouring my neck, the side of my cheekbones, and then I'm also going to be doing the top of my forehead. But one thing I always say about contour, it's good to make sure it's nice and blended out. Underneath my cheekbone contour, I'm going to use my J11 in Juvia's Place concealer to make sure that the jawline is snatched. And I'm going to blend that downward, and then I'm going to make sure I blend along that line so that there is not a harsh line when I'm done. Now that that's blended out, I'm going to put the contour on my forehead and blend it out as well. On top of my contour, I'll be using my Fenty Beauty Sunstalker Bronzer in the shade Mocha Mommy. And I'm going to highlight my forehead with my concealer and blend that out as well. Lots of contouring, highlighting, and blending going on in this look. I'm going to set underneath my eyes with the Fenty Beauty setting powder in the shade Cashew. And I'm going to use Fenty Beauty setting powder in the shade Hazelnut to set the rest of my face. And I'm going to use Measurable Difference Baked Face Blush in the shade Rose. Maybelline Master Chrome highlighter in the shade Molten Gold always lights me up. I'm going to get around the high points of my cheekbones and my Cupid's bow. I'm using Calligraphy de Chanel cream eyeliner to line my waterline. And I'm going to be using e.l.f. liquid eyeliner in the shade Jet Black to make my wing. For this look, I'm using my Lily lashes in Miami. I've put one lash on off camera to save time, and I'm just going to complete this one. I like to squeeze the falsie onto my lashes so that I can make sure that they are bonded together. And then I like to do a little bit of a lift so the eyelashes are lifted and pretty and not dragging. I'm using Maybelline Superstay to line my lips, and I'm using Fenty Beauty Uncensored for the center. Let's install this unit. Off with this do-rag, or maybe not. First, I'm going to show you the packaging of the unit. The box is nice and sturdy, and this is what it looks like on the inside. Here is the care card that's on the inside. It comes in this cute little wig clothing bag. Well, I call it a wig clothing bag, but it's very nice to store your units in. RPGSHOW always sends you a nice wig cap, and then you have the specifications of the unit. This is a 20-inch deep wavy unit. And here is the inside of the cap. You have 3 combs inside of the cap, lots of lace. You have lace on the back of the unit, an adjustable strap, and for extra security they have a sewn-in elastic band that is adjustable. I'm going to start out by using my Gorilla Snot gel around the perimeter of my forehead. And of course making sure I get that sideburn area, and then I'm just going to go on the other side and bring that down the side of my forehead and down to my ears on that side as well. I'm now going to use my blow dryer to make sure that I try to dry this and not dry it bone dry, but to make sure that it gets tacky so that I can put the unit over it. I'm going to pull the unit down now and use the combs to hold it onto the cap, and then I'm going to press the front of the lace or the hairline along the line of where I just put the glue. And I'm going to go back and forth, adjusting, tugging it, and getting it where I want to place it. And this time I have a clip. A lot of times I don't have my clips out, as many of them as I have. I'm going to clip that back so it's easier to cut this lace. The Gorilla Snot is tacky enough where I can now press the edges into the Gorilla Snot, but I'm going to go along the edges and put some Got to Be Glued spray. And now I'm going to use the blow dryer to dry that down and make sure the unit adheres to my head. I'm just going 1/4 inch behind the hairline and making sure that I'm pressing that down as I'm blow drying. Before I start cutting, I want to make sure that their hairline is completely dry or it will start to slide. I'm going to cut into the lace on either side of my head so I can release the tension on my face. And I'll start cutting at the top first, making sure I'm using jagged movements so that the hairline is not just a straight cut. And now I'll choose one or the other side to go on and cut that lace off as well. And now I'm going to cut the lace at the ear so that the unit lays on my head just so. And of course douse it with a little Got to Be Glued and hold it there for a bit, and look at that hairline. I'm going to use my dryer to dry that down, and then now I'm going to cut the ear tab off of the other side and do the same thing. Put a little bit of Got to Be Glued sprayed and then lay my baby hairs down, so to speak. For this look, I'm going for a deep side part, so I'm going to go on and part that. I'm going to put some heat on it to lay the part down a little bit and use my edge control brush to part it. We're almost there. And here's the look. Ready for Valentine's Day with this beautiful rose gold eyeshadow. A nice cut crease eye that's sexy and alluring. The lipstick was done to give this look a sexy pout. The deeper red Maybelline shade outlined the lips, whereas the Fenty Beauty Lip Stunner painted the center of the lips, and MAC Cosmetics Lip Gelée lined the entire lips, giving the lip look a juicy, sexy pout. This soft glam look pairs well with this sexy, deeply side-parted hair that is natural, wind-blown, and slung to the side. The hair is big and flirty and can be purchased by clicking below on the link in the description box if you want to receive $100 off your first purchase. The hair and makeup will go from dinner to the after party seamlessly. If you want his eyes to be popping out of his head, go for this rose gold sexy makeup look for Valentine's Day. It's easy to do, it's glamorous, and as I said, it goes from one look to the next. Try something different this year and turn up the sizzle in this rose gold Valentine's Day look. All products for this look is listed in the description box for your convenience. Please take a look. Remember that love is in the air. Enjoy your Valentine's Day, whether you're going out to dinner or you're doing Netflix and chilling. Remember, you can still be cute and sexy in the house. I really hope you decide to try this Valentine look, and I hope you get the gifts that you want for Valentine's Day. Comment below what you think you'll be doing for this Valentine's Day and what gift ideas you have for your significant other. Whatever you decide to do, be happy, be safe, and stun him with your look and your Valentine's decorations. For this year, I've chosen rose gold as my theme color. I got a rose gold disco ball, rose gold candles, rose gold wine, and rose gold dinnerware. In other words, it doesn't just stop with your look, it goes far beyond there if you want to create the mood and the ambiance. Go get 'em, girl. I thank you for taking the time out of your busy schedule to watch my video, and I ask if you would share the video with your friends. And that is it for me. I hope that you've enjoyed this video, and if you have enjoyed it, I hope you consider giving the video a thumbs up, subscribe and turn on those notifications, and thank you so much for watching.